All right, what is going on, guys? Thank you for coming back. Some of you are loyal. A few of you are loyal. I'm in my home office. I haven't been on the road. Good news for me. You can apply for your own business credit once you have certain things lined up. So I go into my holding company, and those of you who've been following me for a while, I talk about I have a company that's building the corporate credit for me. And I was waiting for certain things to be in place because now there's certain business credit lines. Let me go back a couple steps. Corporate credit and business credit are very similar but different. Corporate credit, you need no PG, and it is only backed by the corporation. So there's no PG needed. Business credit, you do have to give a PG, but it is still only credit applied to the business. It doesn't show up on your personal, but you need a PG to get approved. So they're looking for a credit score. Now, there are certain institutions that I found that, although they do require a PG, it's only a soft pull, which does not go on your credit report. A soft pull is kind of like a background credit pull, but it doesn't show up on your 3 credit bureaus. So I found a couple places, but I needed certain things in place. Number one thing, you need to have an actual business, business name, not a sole proprietor. This is like your holding company, your operating company, your EIN, which is your tax, for your tax purposes to file your taxes. You need that letter from the IRS. You know, you obviously need your business location address. You need the website. I don't know why this is, but they don't believe you're a real business until you have a website. So I don't care if you're an Uber driver. Set up an LLC, do all this stuff. Do an operating company right now if you're not ready for the holding company. I went straight for the holding company. And I talk about it on several older videos. I have my holding company account with Navy Federal. So now that I have my account up for 3 months, even though I'm waiting on these people to build my corporate credit in the background, I can now start applying for business lines of credit with only a soft pull. So my personal score is not as high as I would like it, but I'm still gonna get approved for these business lines because they're only basing it on my personal credit score, but it's still gonna report to the business side. So there's a couple places I'm looking at to start applying because this company's been so slow, guys. I mean, this is why I won't recommend this company to you guys as my clients. And this is why I'm going through this process, because once you become my client and I walk you through the steps of getting set up, I will not send you to these guys. They're moving too slow. They respond very slow. I got to call to get updates on everything. I found out today that the website was been done. They just need to click whatever button they got to click, and it'll be public for everybody. So as of early as tomorrow, I'm going to start applying for business lines of credit that will only be for my business. So even though I'm giving them a soft pull of my personal credit, it's not going to affect my personal credit unless I default, of course. Which, if you watch my previous videos, I already defaulted in the past on an older company. So I'm proof that you can actually make mistakes. You can actually start building corporate credit on old businesses. You know, I'm not condoning don't pay these people. Do whatever you got to do. Pay them. But if it defaults on your personal credit, you can get this stuff removed from your personal credit. It is possible. I am not a credit repair company, but clients that do come to me for business credit, I will refer you out to certain personal credit institutions to get your credit, your personal credit right, because it's actually good to do both at the same time. Thank God I was lucky enough and smart enough to pay the people to start working on my personal credit first, because believe it or not, that's slower than business credit. You literally could do these steps that I'm talking about, where you set up your website. You gotta have your 1-800 number on your website. It cannot be your cell phone number. Doesn't look credible. You got to get a real business line. I'm using Freedom Voice. I might put a link to them below, because maybe I get a referral or something. So I might have a link below to Freedom Voice. Got to be a real 1-800 number. It just looks better on the website. Basic website. Doesn't have to be spectacular. Basic. Just to give you a web presence, so these loan people, they see you have a business website. Once you have all this stuff, your tax ID, your business address, your business website, you can actually start applying for business lines of credit. But if you don't have good personal credit, you're going to have to wait a little longer to establish some corporate credit. That's the stuff where you got to get your DNB stuff set up properly, and I'm waiting for that. But in the meantime, because I found a couple of banks, because of this pandemic, that will approve me, they do a soft pull only on my personal credit, but the business line will be in my business company name. I may put links below this video later, once I've, gone through the motions, apply with these companies. I don't even want to tell you the banks that I'm getting involved with until I actually go through the motions, apply. So hopefully I have some videos for you soon, showing me getting the approvals, getting the line of credit. And, this pandemic has been rough on everybody. And your business should be generating some type of money. But unfortunately, my business is based around transportation, and without an actual vehicle I own, I've been taking this downtime just to apply for more funding, getting more corporate credit, waiting on my corporate credit. But now I have everything in place where I can start applying for some business lines myself. Even though I have this company I already paid, that they're already fully paid, they're going to be working on that stuff for the corporate credit. I could begin applying for my business lines of credit. I could be getting $10, $5, $10, $15,000 while I'm waiting for this corporate credit to come in. So that's my next move. Stay tuned. I will keep you guys updated on what banks that I get involved with after I get approved. I don't want to give you guys any misinformation. So I like to get approved for these things, and then I bring it on the channel, show you the lines, stuff like that. And I may even reveal my holding company account name. The hell with it. I'll tell you guys. It's no secret that I talk about a lot on the channel that my grandparents raised me. My mom was a drug addict, unfortunately, and my dad ended up becoming actually a bum years later in his lifetime. And I only had my grandparents. So my grandmother, who was like the matriarch, she kept the family together. Her last name was Keys. And then my grandfather's last name was McClendon. So Keys McClendon is the name of my holding company. I didn't want to share that, honestly, because I'm that covert. Like, I don't want nobody to know my holding company name, but you guys are my subscribers, so I'm letting you inside of my life. It's not like I can get scammed or sued, because it's still a holding company. They don't know the address. They don't know what state, stuff like that. If you know me, you could pretty much guess what state, but not Connecticut. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to start applying because I'm still waiting for the approval on an EIDL loan increase. Nothing. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to start applying for some business lines myself. Once I've established enough business lines, I am going to go into the ZTEGRITY Black Table Corporate Credit Program. So, because that's looking at, possible 1.5 million in corporate credit while I'm still working my main holding company business. So I'll get started on that the minute I have $5,000 to play with, $6,000 to play with. I'll get that started, put some money back in my emergency fund, figure out what I'm going to do as far as a permanent form of transportation, because right now I'm just doing car rentals. But figure out what I'm going to do about a permanent line of or permanent transportation, and then I'll tell you guys where I am after that point. So keep updated. If you haven't already, please, if you want to hear more about corporate credit, business credit, finances, building businesses, holding companies, operating companies, this is the channel. And I teach it raw and real. No, I'm not a financial advisor. Disclaimer, I may talk about affiliate marketing, network marketing as a way of a side hustle to fund your business. And one of the companies I'm working with is a company called ZTEGRITY. Please check them out. You know what, matter of fact, let me get my card. There it is right here. It's my Chennai business ZTEGRITY metal card. Thicker than the Amex. And it does get attention. You start a holding company, you brand it on this card. You could use your bank debit card and turn it into one of these. The links are below. Get started today. This is what we're doing on this channel. We're talking about financial gain, financial freedom. I don't want a job anymore, and I'm sure you guys don't either. And pandemic or not, it is possible to scale your business using corporate credit. Join today. I'll catch you guys in the next one.